Hello YouTube. So, I do get, a lot of bugs that get stuck in my greenhouse. Especially a lot more because I've been keeping this door open, but maybe I shouldn't. But I saw this bee chilling right here. But wait, what's that? I think that's a fly. Acting like a bee. Do you see that that sucker? Like that is 100% what a fly has, and not a bee. Like I'm pretty sure, like it's decorated and looking like a bee, but it's not. Look at that. It's drinking the nectar that is at the end of each of these flowers. Let me see if I can. I mean, I'm sure I showed you footage, I think. Here's another fly. Hold on. I'm trying to find. Here's another one. I don't know if it's dead or alive, but it's also getting at the nectar. But isn't that crazy? So here's that nectar dollop. That shiny dip. And every flower has that down inside it. I don't know how much nectar that these bugs need to have to live, but I think it's so cool that we've got a fly mimicking a bee. Is that a fly? I'm getting mad fly vibes from it. Like that is not a bee. It is not a bee. But everything is going well. Sadly, I meant to make a plant post about this on Insta, but I don't think I will. This I'll just show you when I take it out. Let me unzoom. Sadly, this guy did disconnect. It already disconnected when it was slightly browning, the seed pods, but I'm pretty sure it belongs to this stem. Maybe this one, but I noticed that it was folded on itself. Yeah, so I mean eventually that choke point will die, but I also got a lot of other things to show you guys. The roses are also blooming a ton. They bloomed a ton this year, which I mean like last year too, but we might be getting our first other rose flower that we see right here. It's the only flower but I can see so far. It hasn't really been focusing on flowering and mostly focused on growing a bunch of branches because it lost one of its main canes, which is actually right here. I like shook it and like it just like came disconnected. But this was the cane. This was the new cane that it grew. It's really thickened, which I mean it's really amazing that it got so thick so quickly. And yeah, hopefully it'll begin to flower, or maybe next year it might. The cactus is doing really well. This one right here was right there, but I got like look at this. That's 1, 2, 3, 4 petals tall, and it was just, imagine that right there and just these. So it fell. I potted it up and I got its root. I planted it next to this one. I don't care if they're too close, whatever. I can just whatever, I don't care. But I'm very happy with these cacti. But like, look at this new petal. Look at it. It's a monster, and it looks really mature, like on those regular prickly pear, I think is what it is. It really looks like a legit paddle, and it looks awesome. I am waiting for it to wooden, for the stem to become more woody, because this thing is growing like crazy. This is new, this is new, this is new, and this is new. I don't know if I should remove it because it's literally a node just below that one. Like, isn't that crazy? And this one, I don't want it to create too much weight on that side. But my brother thought of something that I don't know why I didn't, which is just breaking it off, which is totally possible, right? Do it while it's small, and yeah, I might have to do it with this one just because, like, look at it. I don't think it's in the right position to do. But this one, I did. It was the replanted one, and I planted it maybe a month or two ago, and it's finally, it's actually growing another petal, which is awesome. I don't know if this one right here is one, but I really think it might be. And then one more thing. Oh god, oh, that's a big petal. Hold on. You see all those bugs? I just almost walked into all of them. But something else I did see is fasciation, and I love fasciation. Just look at how these tips of all the new growth is, right? Typical. And then I saw all of these leaves. What is up with all of these leaves? And it's just they're fasciated, which means I don't like it. They just I'm trying to show a good example, but the best example I could show is this. Oh, it's so awesome. Look at that. Look at how wide that stem is compared to just being a circle. That is the widest one that I've seen, and I'm very excited with it because, like, fasciation is so cool. It's just the stem widening out, and like not thickening as widening, but just widening, and it's so cool. I love fasciation. I didn't really know, like, it always confused me because like how does it just become wider? How? But it just happens because this was on a normal branch. Look at that stem is like regularly circular, but it just widens and widens and widens, and like I can't always show, like, look at that, look how wide that is. That is so wide, and so it just happens, and I think that is so cool. I don't know how, but I love it. It's so awesome. I hope you all have a good day.